Good morning. I'm Chris Kirschbaum, and this is Wellness Wednesday. And I am excited to talk to you today about essential oils for balance and grounding. And I'm going to get into that in more detail. But first, I want to show you just face to face how I personally use these essential oils. And you can find, I've been doing Wellness Wednesday for probably over 3 years, but I've been using essential oils for about the past 15 plus years. And one of my very, very favorite from the very beginning was this blend, and it's called Balance. And to me, it's like when I wake up in the morning and I might have a little brain fog, or if I have jet lag, and this is a very gentle oil, but it's topical. I would put it here and here on my pulse points. I would put it on my jugulars here. I would put it on the back of my neck. I would even just smell it. It is wonderful. So topically, this is one that you use topically. I would also use it on the bottom of my feet. And another good way to just inhale it is to just put a little drop on the base of your palm and just inhale, but do that about 10 or 12 times. Just inhale deeply because it goes right to where your memory and emotions are stored. And this is a very, very grounding, comforting, just amazing as a blend. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it in just a minute. Then the other one that I wanted to tell you about is black spruce. And I just love the smell of this. It is amazing, makes me feel like I'm in the woods. And we'll talk a little bit more about grounding. I also like to use it in a diffuser. I call these my little plants. So I go around and water them and put a little oil in them. And you can just smell it throughout the house, and it really helps the mood. But it has some powerful things that I'm going to talk about too. Then the next one here is Forgive, and this is available in an essential oil and also in the roller, but you would use it the same way. And what's nice is it's in this touch form. You can just go like that. But there was a study that was done with people with the six emotional essential oils, and this one and Cheer were the top ones that people really responded to. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it, but it's also very grounding. And then the last one is Vetiver, and I like this in a touch form. And be sure and use this topically because this is one that I put on like my big toes before I go to bed, because your toe in reflexology represents your thoughts. So if you want to calm your thoughts, Vetiver is it. And I also use it here and here and here. And also on your ears is a good place to use it. But this is a very grounding oil because it comes from a root plant. But be sure and make friends with it on your skin and smell it like that, inhale it like that, because it's kind of one that you have to make friends with, but once you do, it's amazing. And I've also used it under my nose for even depression. So these are all calming oils, and just remember that through small and simple things, great things happen. And these are gifts of the earth, so they are meant for us to use and for our benefit. Okay, so now let me get just a little bit more detail with this, and I will share with you my a few slides that I've gathered, and I'll repost these. These are available. Also, more information on Oiled Up Education. It's a private group, or you can message me through my Facebook, and also there on YouTube under my name. So here we are. Let's get started. So first of all, balance is the key to everything. What we do, think, say, eat, feel, they all require awareness. And through this awareness, we can grow. So even though we have to juggle a lot of things, we want to move and keep active, but balance is the key. So this is just kind of a physical thing that we can do, and there are several methods that we can do this. This is the 5-4-3-2-1, and I've tried to make it really simple here. And I can repost this, but first of all, when we're trying to be grounded, if it takes 5 to 20 minutes or however long it takes you, but you just stop and you're aware, the awareness of what you see. Notice 5 things that you see around you, and then touch. You can notice and acknowledge 4 things that you can touch, including your body or furniture or textures, and then 3 things that you can hear. Acknowledge those in your environment, sounds in the background, not your thoughts. And then smell. Acknowledge 2 things that you can inhale and smell. And of course, this is easier done outside, but virtually everything within your home has a distinct smell. And then taste. Acknowledge 1 thing that you can taste. What did you eat for breakfast? How was that toothpaste? And just, you can repeat this, but one of the ways I like to do this is with my bare feet, either on the ground or in the sand or on the grass, and feel that that connection of the earth's surface. And the benefits of this, of grounding on the grass, can reduce inflammation, it can improve sleep, reduce stress and anxiety, improve blood flow, enhance the immune system, and improve mood. So I just wanted to touch on that briefly. I know that there's a lot of other methods, but the one that I am focusing on today is aroma and smell, and how powerful that is to us through these gifts of the earth that do come from the earth, and then we are using them. So balance is the oil of grounding, and what makes it so amazing is it's a blend, and it has hoe wood, spruce, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and frankincense, and each one of those contributes to help this to be a grounding blend. So it helps with concentration and focus, with stress and anxious feelings, with meditation and neurological issues, with restless legs, jet lag and travel anxiety, when we're sad or have grief or trauma, or even anger or rage. It helps us to be present and grounded and steady and connected to our higher self and to God. So it helps us to be steadfast and self-contained while still being resilient and perseverant, and have the tenacity that we need. So there is an emotional book by Daniel McDonald, The Emotional Effect of Essential Oils. And I have a whole page on that. I'll post that on my Oiled Up Education page so that you can read that. But each that he has is excellent. And these are some of the ways that you can do that. I'll repost those. I like to keep this short. Black spruce is amazing. I have that in my diffuser. It's a single oil. It comes out of Canada. And these 3 little symbols here, A, T, and S, stand for aromatic, topical, and sensitive. So if you use it on your skin, use a carrier oil. But it's the oil of stability and overcoming. So it is to help you, the same things pretty much with the balance, but it helps us to not be paralyzed by a fearful past, and to help us when we're stuck or with indecisiveness. So it helps us to be able to be stable and self-confident. But it comes from Canada. It's also great to balance blood pressure. So you would put it on your pulse points. Also boost testosterone. It helps with joint and muscle support, and also dry skin and dark spots. So, I mean, it's so varied what the essential oils are for. You might think you're using it for one thing, but it applies to another. And it's great also for hormone balancing and energy. And I kind of describe the ways to use it on the back of the neck after strenuous activity. You can use it with a coconut, fractionated coconut oil or a carrier oil to apply into the skin, and also minor skin irritations. You can also add it to your moisturizer, but lots of different uses. But very grounding, very, very helpful that way. Another single oil that I mentioned is vetiver, and it does come in an essential oil, but I love the touch form because it's a little bit easier to apply, and you can go directly on your skin because it has the carrier oil in it. It comes from Haiti, and as you can see, it comes from the root of this grass, and it is an oil of centering and grounding when you're feeling indifferent or there's drama or stress or you feel confused, want to escape. This is great to help you to be able to relax and to feel safe and stable, present, and self-aware. So it is also for anxious feelings, hyperactivity and cognitive support, skin irritations and stretch marks, sadness and trauma, and immune support. And as I mentioned, I also put it on the bottom of my feet and on my ears if I'm having a hard time going to sleep or staying asleep. But it can be used aromatically, topically, neat. You can apply it directly even from the essential oil. And you can use it in a warm bath if you have the drops to use, but make friends with it on your skin. Sometimes smelling something from the bottle smells different than on your skin. So try it from your skin first. Okay, then we have Forgive. This is a blend that has bergamot peel, spruce, thyme, citronella, juniper berry, arbor vitae, myrrh, and Nootka tree wood. So this is an oil of forgiving and renewing. So this is a great way to move on. It helps us to let go. It helps with anxious feelings, ulcers, and liver support. So you would put that topically. Also skin support, addictions and irritability, spiritual and emotional toxicity, and emotional renewing. So just this is the oil of renewal, to forgive, to accept yourself. It's light and free and kind. It's very empathetic essential oil. So there's lots of other ways that you can use it. You can make it into a hair growth spray because of all these different blends that it has in it. I like to use it on my temples and the back of my neck, pulse points, or under your nose. All of these are used about the same way, but this can also be used for digestive support. So just apply it to your abdomen. And okay, so there are several other grounding oils here: cedarwood, lavender, patchouli, bergamot. We've talked about vetiver, clove, frankincense, wild orange, and ylang ylang. 3, maybe I'll cover another time, is the yoga collection, because they are blends and they are amazing. They have an amazing, amazing aroma, but they are Arise, Align, and Anchor. And I'll get into those another time, but just wanted to share those briefly because they are amazing also. Okay, so here's your grounding starter kit that has the balance that I talked about, the blue spruce, the vetiver, and the forgive. And those 4 are for $106. And you can also, I'm offering you this free stress hacks, 5 stress hacks to calm your mind, soothe your stress, and support your mental health. So just email me at oils.edu@gmail.com for your free ebook. And then this is the QR code for this, or you're welcome to reach out to me on Oiled Up Education or Chris Kirschbaum. Appreciate you being on today, and have a very grounded, balanced week. And thanks. I love sharing about these. So have a great week. We'll see you next week.